Wow. Well, alrighty then. We're talking spirit objects. I heard about them. I heard of people finding items left and claim like some lost relative left it for them. And, I don't know what to think about this stuff. You never know what to think until, you get something that happens to you, okay? Well, before I get what happened last week, my sister died not too long ago. And I was supposed to go to the hospital and see her. And I didn't make it the day I was going to go. She died that night. My brother called me and said she didn't make it. I got up. I was a little worried. I really wanted to see her before she went. And it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I get up and I walk through my house, and there's a bobby pin on my floor. Nobody here wears bobby pins, and she did. So I'm claiming that's my spirit object found. Now, to get on with my vorticular story of my keys. I went to a job. Okay, I'm a handyman, so I went to a job. I was painting a front door. Now, a little preliminary is when I went to this house the first time, this woman, I blamed her because I felt very uneasy. And after talking to her later on here, I found out she saw how uneasy I was there, which is really strange because, first time you meet somebody, it's really strange to really peg how they feel. But anyway, this is the second time I'm at her house, okay? And I was like, I didn't want to think she was trying to drain my energy or whatever, but I really felt like I had something on my back there that first time. So this time, I go there, just, I don't know, just a little worried about everything, but anyway, I get there and I just wanted to get my job done. And I'm painting the front door. I took my keys here. I'll show you this. Right here, my keys. They've been somewhere magical, okay? Now let me get to this. These things, they have a wrench. They have this wrench on them, This wrench I use to open paint cans. I packed my keys up. I took everything I needed, my drop cloth, a little washer thing to wash everything off, a little bit of sandpaper. I was sure to have everything I needed. I took it all in. I knocked on the door and she let me in, and I set everything down, and she was there. I was talking to her. And then I get ready to paint the door, okay? I can't find my keys to open up the paint can. So I start looking. I moved everything I had there. I picked up my drop cloth. I was at a loss. Okay, now to begin with, when I first got there, I was talking about a dog that used to take my tools at a different job, and how cute it was. Okay, I don't know if that's had anything to do with it, but it may have. So she had a little dog there too. So I was kind of ready to blame her little dog, and I asked her, I said, "Did your little dog take my tools?" I don't know, since I was just talking about it. And she says, "No," because when I couldn't find my keys, I didn't want to bother her. So I went outside looking. It was a sidewalk from the front door to my van. And I looked everywhere. I would have heard him fall, but I looked everywhere along that trail. I was looking in my van, and I knew in my head I had left my keys on the floor. But anyway, I looked anyway because I didn't want to bother this woman that I lost my keys. So, okay, I didn't see him. I twice walked back and forth to and from my van, looking the ground, looking in my van, knowing I left them on the floor. But finally, I called her and I said, she came down. I said, "Hey, could your dog have taken my keys?" And she's like, "No, my dog don't even play with toys." And then I was dumbfounded. I finally, now you have to know more of my high strangeness past, but I finally looked at her and I said, "Hey, do you have a ghost here?" And she stopped and she just looked at me and she said, "A poltergeist." And I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, I thought I thought ghosts wasn't supposed to take anything of meaning. Keys have meaning. I've heard of them taking pennies or little lost, little objects that you don't really need, and then returning them later somewhere where you should have found it and all that. Okay, I realize all that. But this is my keys. I'm talking, my son was going to have to come bring my spare key to me. And I was a little bit in a tizzy, and I was like, I was talking to her, and I was like, well, if a ghost took my keys, it may turn up anywhere when you least expect it. I mean, I don't know what to do, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and do my job. I just said, I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I'll worry later, but now the worry is over. I have a job to do. I'm going to paint this door. So I sat down to start opening a paint can with something else. And for some reason, I looked out the door. And shining in the sunlight, these things, yes, shining in the sunlight, like the moment I gave up looking, my keys appeared out there and they turned my head and made me look right out that window to see them. So these keys was in another dimension, I would say, for probably 10 minutes. It makes them a little magical, I think, because I know they were there. And this woman knows they were there because she said, I saw you set your keys down. I know they were in here. And I said, I know. That's what makes it all weird. So then she said, yeah, well, people would think I'm crazy if I tell them what goes on in this house. And I'm thinking, well, I don't, because I just see something and I'm glad you don't think I'm crazy. So I explained to her how uneasy I felt the first day I was there. And it was probably that spirit or whatever, like hanging on me. But, the strangest thing is these spirit objects now, I believe in them. These things was in another dimension, and I carry these with me every day. This happened last week, and every day I realized I got something magical with me. These things was in a magical place somehow, in another dimension, or I mean, I don't know where, but they were there for 10 minutes. Pretty strange, ain't it? Just something else. This is another high strangeness episode, and this one happened last week, and I'm really glad to share this with you. And I have plenty more. I just wanted to get this one out of me because, I mean, I've been busy and I really wanted to get this one on. So thanks for watching, and any comments, add below. Thanks.